For sale, 1971 Chevelle. I'm going to walk around it, tell you about the car, fire it up, and then drive it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Like I said, 71 Chevelle, finished in blue with black interior. A little bit of streeter strip here. It's got a Dart 406 block, Dart aluminum intake, aluminum heads. Super nice carburetor on it. Turbo 400 automatic with manual valve body, 12 bolt, some rear hot shoe suspension, and power front disc brakes. And some other goodies here and there. Of course, go around it, put on anything I do see, tell everything I do know about it, fire it up, drive it, and get in for the driving and let you see this thing scream down the road. But anyway, we will start here in the front, as always, with the blue painted bumper, which I think is a nice little attribute to the car. I couldn't think of what I wanted to say there. But I love the white stripes with the flames on it. It's got the same thing on the trunk. And the color blue is just super pretty. It's deep. The quality is super nice. And 40-year pride of ownership. And I like these little hood clips on there. Those are neat. A couple little marks here, when you pull those off. But the hood lines up nice there. I know it's a glass hood, so it's a little high here. Sometimes they don't always fit the best. But nice. And I do like the wheel combination. A little skinny in the front, you can see the disc brake, and then big boys in the back, street slick. And it is a pump gas car. You can run 93 or up if you'd like, which of course is cost effective and always available. Anyway, I gotta let my phone down here. It's deep in here. I gotta unlatch it. Like I said, 406 Dart block. They got the Dart valve covers, Dart aluminum intake, Dart heads, aluminum water pump. And I did take a picture of it, but it's got a nice carburetor on there, dual feed. You see the brake booster master cylinder for the power front disc brakes as well. Aluminum radiator, trans cooler, MSD blaster. Looks like an MSD coil. Yep, MSD distributor, excuse me. And an electric fan. It's got a little performance starter down there as well. And super smooth, a lot of power. I didn't get an exact figure for it, but it's definitely a little over 600, I would have to say. Nicely painted under hood as well. Headers, of course, stainless steel dual exhaust with dumps underneath. Here on the driver's fender. Just see here. Oh, that's a couple little water spots, so that's nothing. Wheels look super nice. And the body is pretty straight, actually. I know there's two little, actually just one little indent right there. But that door to fender lines up super nice, as well as to the rocker and that rocker panel. Door to a quarter. Big fan of that. You see too many Chevy muscle cars where the doors don't line up in the back. But look how nice the trim is here. Look how nice the finish is in here. All the way down there. Nice windshield, no cracks in it. No cracks in any of the glass. Top of the car painted super nice as well. And I haven't had something like this in a while. It's got a 8-point roll cage in it. Don't buy in a while, I mean like this, like a roll cage, street or strip vibe. But they're very cool, especially when they're done right. Those are a couple fingerprints I'd like to point out. One of the things I always notice with street or strip cars is that they're sometimes janky inside. And again, I got one with factory bucket seats, factory rear seats. It's got a headliner in it, nice carpet. The cage is nice, and you'll see that. But before I get there, I'd like to there's a little series of little dents here that you kind of see. I was wondering if you could, expand them from the inside or just leave it. I mean, it's not that bad because they kind of face down. But you can see the top of the quarter is super nice there. And then right there, that little series there. So that's the only real unfortunate thing. It's got a fuel cell in the trunk as well. And just to flash it, nice, stock bucket seats. The roll cage is very nice. So, look at the weather stripping there. Factory door panels. And then I did take a picture of it. The hem is super nice in this door, and the shininess in the paint job as well. Like nice attention to detail. There we go as well. There's your bucket seats with the heavy duty seat belts on it. And this seat shows just a little bit of wear and just a little, like these seams come apart, but I'm happy that they left those rather than, you know, throwing some crap in there aftermarket or those cheap bucket seats you see in a lot of cars. Because that seat, obviously not really satin too much, is super nice. And then if you can zoom out, you see where the roll cage goes in, and that back seat back there is just really nice. Door panels look great on both sides. Zoom back in here. It's got that correct steering wheel for it. You got a tack, a couple added gauges down there. No cracks in the dash pad. Of course, electric fuel pump, and it's a push button start. I will walk through that a little later on just to make it easy so everyone knows. And then while I hop out, flash the headliner. Looks like where the dome light would be, it's not there, but that's fine. And I did mention it has a turbo 400 with the manual valve body. It's a B&M shifter. And this door panel is pretty nice, actually. So we'll move on down. We've already finished this section of the car. I showed you the side. It's got a chrome bumper in the back, which is excellent, actually. And you see where you disconnect the battery there. Lid fitment is super nice. You see a little indent there, but nice there as well. And there's those painted flames that I mentioned. Nope. There's your fuel cell. Batteries in the trunk. You see the shut off there. And then I got this little box. I took it off just to show you the hardware. You cover the battery with this guy. Trunk pan is nice. And then you see where the roll cage connects on both sides. And another nice note, like new weather stripping. And again, I know there's some dust in here, but look at the shininess, the quality of the finish in here. I mean, that's impressive. To an extent, it reminds me of that. The video is available on my site. One of my most viewed videos, 69 Nova, that had that 496 720 horse in it. It's along those lines, but a little more streetable. You see a little mark right there. And then it looks like, well, a little bit of stone chipping, but then another indent right there, and a little scrape. But the depth of the paint is there, the shininess is there. I mean, I'm just impressed with that alone. Look down here on this side. Get back in there. Nice finish, no bubbling in here. No bubbling on any of the lowers as well. Looks like a little touch up there on that door edge. But it will be up for sale later today on my website, nextgenclassiccars.com. It's back out here. A nice finish in here again, nice shininess. Hem is good as on this one, not as nice as that one, but the weather stripping is, again, new. This door panel, a little less nice than the driver's side. There are a couple rips on this lower edge there. And like I said, I'd rather be honest than not honest. That seat's super nice. 71 Chevelle. 406 Dart block. Dart heads. Intake. Turbo 400 trans. Both of which have deep pans. That alignment is super nice there as well. You see just a little bit of buffing compound on that edge. 12 bolt power front disc brakes, MSD, and some other goodies as well. I did mention I didn't mention, but I was going to, it has Hotchkiss rear sway bar, rear box control arms, which are also super nice. And yeah, we're gonna fire this up now, drive it, and then get in for the driving. Thank you.
Okay. Turn the key on.
Okay. And where's the point? Point to the button?
And the start button's right here.
Yeah, okay. On the way back, you know, yeah, let her loose. Amazing. It seems like it's pretty streetable.
Yeah, very.
I mean, it's got nice steering.
Yeah. It's manual steering, but you don't have to like.
No, that looked pretty easy.
Yeah.
The second the cop drove by me, I was like, oh my gosh, I ran in and grabbed the plate. I was like loud and fast. He's like, that's all he needs.
Right or left?
What? Because we'll let her rip down the road. And then we'll hop on the boat. That was faster than expected.
Holy cow.
That was so smooth. I love that.
Yeah. Wow. He just did 100, bro.
Hey, 100 on whatever that was.
That was fast, man.
One more lap around the block. Why